Good afternoon, people, world, whoever. Welcome back to Half Fast 719. Just got done breaking something in, a clutch. It's got a couple things going on the bike. Got this little heat shield. Whips around, does whatever. Got the new Enduro Engineering. Got the hole drilled out. The chain metal piece. And basically chain slave cylinder saver from Enduro Engineering. And a Rekluse. Look, I'm gonna put some 710 in here. Some 710 motor oil. I guess it's kind of just a little bit thicker than gear oil. Let's see. Nope. Anyway, so put the Rekluse clutch in there. New clutches, new steel, new fibers, new steels, new everything, hub and everything. I think everything but the basket. New washer, new bolts, new dampers, everything in there. So I just went and broke it in. Basically, you go second gear 20 times, third gear 20 times, and then I came back and I had to adjust it. I had to go in about 1 to 2 clicks. They call it clicks, but they're not clicks. They're just little notches. They're not like suspension, but this is the clutch kit I used. It's a Radius CX DDS, something dampening something. Stop. Hammer time. So yeah, basically all the instructions, everything's in here. The old stock slave cylinder, which worked just fine. Old parts, new parts too. Here's the new springs, 2 extra screws. I would call those screws rather than bolts. New bolt, springs, and then a new washer. So, and then there's all the clutch stuff right there. So you get the hub, the pressure plate, and outer doohickey. But anyway, it's all installed. I was going to just throw some Rotella T6 in there, since it says motorcycle now. Anyway, I ended up going to a different one. I'll show you in a second, but basically you need, so I was doing a lot of work. You need a 27 millimeter on an impact to loosen it. You need a little punch or pliers or something to take that little washer, unfold it for the hub, and then I use these to bring the new washer back onto the nut. I did use red Loctite, 11 millimeter to get the hose off. All this can go over there. But I'm using, this is the motor oil I'm using now. Some Motorex, why not? It's 1550. It takes 0.8 liters. So probably the same with quarts. Fit. Sure will. I bled everything. Everything's bled. Everything's good. I bled it on the bench, or they call it blinch beating. Blinch. bench bleeding, not blinch beating. Anyway, so we got all that done. Added more fluid. I've completely flushed the old fluid out. I am using this. It does say not to use .5, but this is 5.1 for use in .3 and .4 and .5.1 systems. It says do not use .5. .5 is like a purple color, and I guess it eats stuff. So this is supposedly it mixes good with it. So anyway, that's what I used. So yeah, clutch felt good. Just cruising it, and then I got on it on the street, came back, changed the oil. So that's pretty much it. I was shaving. That's all plastic from this case. So did that today. Well, just got done doing that, and then ended up doing I gotta move trailers. So I'll probably move this trailer in the morning. Well, I gotta move both of them in the morning, but early in the morning I'll move that trailer to the front yard when the kid's gone at work. And then I gotta move the toy hauler. Hopefully the guy can get in here with the shipping container. I removed this log. Basically just found all the roots. Sorry if it's windy. Found all the roots and cut them all with the chainsaw all the way around. Ended up having to sharpen the chainsaw and clean it twice. So that tree trunk is gone. Oh, and then pushed it with the skid steer and pulled it right out like nothing. So tried this one. I tried pushing this one, but it's in there too good. So I think what I'll do after the shipping container's in here, there's the log or the tree trunk, and then all the other wood stuff. But yeah, it's a beast. Anyway, so hopefully the dude can get in here and drop it. Oh, this thing. And these retards always burning wood. It's windy in the middle of summer. It's all hot. It's not middle of summer, but it's really hot. But anyway, so I'm hoping dude can come in as far as he can, whip it around, go that way, straight, jackknife it, and then back into here. I hope so. If not, that was on my hammer. If not, then he's just gonna have to drop it wherever he can, and yeah, I'll do the rest with the skid steer, forks or whatever. And then I got these doohickeys that go on there. They go on the whatever. They go on the shipping container, and then you basically can wheel it around like a trailer. So I don't know if there's going to be any video of all this, because I might be in the thick of it. But yeah, so I got to move that. Probably don't have to, but I think it'll give him more room to come in and go here and straighten up. He probably should straighten up here and then jackknife it into there, whatever. We'll see what the guy can do. But either way, the trailers will be moved. If he needs another trailer moved, I'll move another trailer. If the dump trailer needs moved, I'll move the dump trailer. Anyway, whatever. As long as he can get it in the yard, I'll figure it out from there, as I always do. Anyway, guys, that's it. No video of the install on the clutch, because there's a million videos out there, and they all do better videos than I do. So, that's it, guys. Ready to go rip this thing. Yeah. Anyway. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, do what you do. Later.